Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Elevated Podcast. It's Juan Lozada here with you guys another week, and this is going to be my 8th week. It's really been a journey. I've had a lot of ups, a lot of downs. You really need to be consistent, and more than consistent, you need to persevere through some of these things. Kind of like this is like a weekly task for me, and so it's been challenging. It's been pressing me to grow and not kind of held like be held back from certain situations and things of that nature. And so I just want to bring you guys this next message. The message is called "Life is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Don't dwell on your failures." And so I really hope you guys enjoy this message. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate your guys' feedback, your likes, your comments, your shares. But most definitely, I will have my my podcast in new platforms such as Google, iTunes, and even Spotify. And so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, I just hope you guys enjoy this message, guys. And so I wanted to start out with this. God wants to produce positivity in your life. This requires him to locate a new mindset. And saying that, the process that God has for each and every one of us is very differently. And maybe not even God, but life itself. We all have unique roles. We all have unique missions or purposes, perhaps even destinies. And so, see, it's easy to take negativity from a negative situation. But God placed that situation so that firstly, you can learn something new, and secondly, create character. You can't get into a new level if you never defeat the last boss. And so what came to mind within this example was, I'm not sure if you guys are Bruce Lee fans, but I remember there's this movie, and it's just this really high building, and so he literally has to go from level to level to level till he gets to the final, top of the tower. And so, he's karate chopping, kicking, throw kicking, face kicking, I don't know, with the nunchucks, and it's just that, and so he's going level to level to level, and that's how our life is. God will never set you up for failure. And just like Bruce Lee, he knew he could get to that level. And in the same manner, God or life on itself, they will never give you more than what you can handle. You can always handle the situations. You can always handle the problems. You can always handle the failures, because God will never give you more than you can handle. Process is the way of God transforming your life. And I know sometimes we ask for change, and we ask for new things, and we ask for things that, that are being desires. But most of the time, that change, that transformation, the new is going to cost us something. So are you willing to pay the price for your new opportunities? This next part is pretty self-explanatory. Everyone has an excuse. In our failures, it's easy to stay down, but you weren't created to be defeated. You were born to be great, to be the underdog, which one day will persevere and become a champion. If you know me, I'm a big movie fan. And so one of my favorite directors is, and he's one of the highly respected amongst Hollywood. Everyone knows the name, but Steven Spielberg once was rejected by school of his choice for film. 3 times, not once, not twice, but 3 times he was rejected from the school. But that didn't stop him. Eventually, he secured an internship at Universal Studios. After enrolling and in a different college, during this time, he was asked to direct a small film. His work impressed Universal executives so much that they offered him a 7-year contract and became one of the youngest directors ever hired. and now has an IMBD profile, which runs miles long. Um, he actually, one of my favorite movies of all time, and if you guys know me, it's E.T. Yes, E.T. is my favorite movie of all time. I love that movie. And Steven Spielberg actually directed it. And so that movie impacted my life, and I still love it to this day. And it's a classic. And, he doesn't just have E.T. This guy has, movies that you wouldn't even think that he's on. And so it's really impactful. Now, Michael Jordan, one of the greatest to ever play basketball, way before the glitz and the glamour, Jordan was a 5'11" sophomore, rejected by his high school varsity team for being, quote unquote, too short. Take it from the one who put the Bulls into a 6 NBA championship and won MVP award 5 times, most valuable player 5 times. And he quotes this: "I have missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I have lost almost 300 games. I have failed over and over again in my life. And that's why I succeed." One important thing that people should strive for is creating a positive attitude. Believing your attitude amplifies your elevation. And just like Steven when he got rejected 3 times, or Michael Jordan when he couldn't make the varsity team, and many other people. We got my boy LeBron James, came from Ohio, grew up fatherless. And even you can pick out any of the people that you look up to, and you will see that they all have a story. But they didn't allow a failure to dictate their future. They didn't allow a problem. They didn't allow an obstacle to dictate their tomorrow. So the conclusion is this. I have a question, or rather a challenge for you. Are you going to allow a circumstance, a problem, failure, or your quote-unquote excuses hinder you from your purpose or your dreams? The decision is yours, and I hope that this challenges you today to think outside the box, to think bigger than the box, bigger than the painting itself. I want you to imagine yourself what you can be doing in 5 years, and challenge yourself to strive every single day, taking a step, a leap of faith, so that you could accomplish your dreams and your goals. And I hope this message encouraged you, and I hope that it brought a little of a light or a certain idea to get the ball moving. Because sometimes we allow life to dim our light on our dreams. And I hope that this brought back an aha moment, or this inspiring and useful thought. Well, without further ado, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this message. I love you guys. You guys are the best. I love each and every one of you. Bye.